Welcome to my new series where we cover every president from George Washington to Barack Obama and how they compare against the Freedom Constitution. We will be looking at all meaningful legislation they passed and executive orders they signed and compare it to the Freedom Constitution to see how the United States and its history could have been changed if the Freedom Constitution had been adopted. While it's true the Freedom Constitution is a relatively modern piece of writing, I believe that looking at the Freedom Constitution and historical actions by the United States government, we can discern how the Freedom Constitution could have changed or will change society if the policies within the Freedom Constitution are adopted by the US government and implemented. While it is unlikely that we will be discussing every single executive action and every piece of legislation that was signed by every single president, it is likely that we will be discussing every single important piece of legislation and every single important executive action that was signed during that time period, as well as some pieces of legislation and executive actions that became notable after those time periods. In an attempt to ensure that all videos within this series are watchable to the greatest portion of the population, I will ensure all videos are 5 minutes or less. This means that each president will have multiple videos within the series, and it will take some time to complete the series. This series will not be covering President Donald Trump or President Joe Biden, as their terms have been too recent to create a proper retrospective compared to the Freedom Constitution. Whether you're just interested in learning about your favorite presidents, maybe it's George Washington or John F. Kennedy, or you want to hear about some of the lesser known presidents like James K. Polk and Millard Fillmore, I believe this series has a lot to offer and is interesting to quite a number of people, and I encourage you to follow along or just drop in for your favorite presidents. This series is brought to you by the Freedom Founders, who believe in safety without oppression, and they are also the group that created the Freedom Constitution. Their belief in safety without oppression is that if you do not have safety without oppression, you do not have freedom. There are ways to ensure safety without oppressing people. And the people we're specifically talking about are citizens and non-citizens of the United States. With that, I thank you and I hope to see you in this series. Please comment, add feedback, and ask questions as we go along, and they will be addressed within the series, where applicable or appropriate.